Caitlin isn't just great for women's basketball. She is great for the entire game. She's more than just points.
She absolutely is. I mean, let's not forget, this is a young woman who led the nation in assists as well. She's accomplished records that haven't ever been accomplished in the sport of collegiate basketball.
Imagine a coach who's been tracking your every move, studying your game, and praising your skills long before you even enter the WNBA. That coach could be Stephanie White for Caitlin Clark. But how does Clark feel now that Coach Steph might actually become her new coach?
First person that you greeted from the Connecticut team was actually head coach Stephanie White.
In a revealing moment, Caitlin Clark shared her honest thoughts on Coach Stephanie White, leaving everyone speechless. Could this be the perfect duo to lead Indiana to a championship, or is there more beneath the surface? In today's video, we'll dive into White's potential as the Fever's next head coach, her real opinions on Caitlin Clark, and finally, Clark's true feelings about Coach White. This could be the revelation that changes the future of the WNBA. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Ready? Let's jump in.
Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever will have a new head coach next season. The organization announced they have parted ways with Christy Sides after 2 years.
With 6 WNBA teams now coachless, the Indiana Fever has joined the race for new leadership. The WNBA coaching landscape is in flux, and on October 27, 2024, the Fever added their name to the list by parting ways with head coach Christy Sides after only 2 seasons. Despite a playoff appearance in her final season, Sides' tenure ended with a 33-47 record, marking an unexpected close to her time with the team.
Christy Sides has been fired. She is out as the Indiana Fever coach. So here we go with this.
At first glance, the decision seems surprising. Sides had brought fresh energy and unity to a young Fever squad. Players visibly enjoyed their time on the court, with team chemistry stronger than ever. Fans rallied behind this rejuvenated roster, sensing a promising future ahead. Even team president Kelly Kroskoff, in her latest press conference, commended Sides for her skill in managing the team's energy through a challenging season.
The way that they weathered the storm, got into a groove, after the Olympic break. I mean, I think she finished 18-12, after those first 10 games, and then of course went 7-4 in the last 11, and 3 of those losses were against teams in the finals. So for a young team to make that kind of progress, I mean, it's hard to not be impressed.
So why make the change now? The decision has sent shockwaves through the WNBA, sparking reactions that range from shock to support. Fans are flooding social media with debates. Some argue Sides deserved more time to build on the progress she'd made, while others say her struggles with defensive strategies and in-game adjustments justify the decision, especially if the Fever is aiming to win now. But there's an undeniable factor in play here: Caitlin Clark. Clark's arrival as a generational talent brings intense pressure and sky-high expectations. Coaching a player of her caliber is a double-edged sword. On one hand, she's a game-changing superstar who can elevate the entire team. But on the other, every decision is magnified under the spotlight. The pressure to harness Clark's abilities while still developing the rest of the roster is enormous, requiring not only strategic skill, but also the ability to handle egos, media scrutiny, and the weight of an entire franchise's hopes.
Everybody in this company's all in. Everybody in this city's all in. So I really feel like we're poised and we're set up for a great, successful next era of Fever basketball.
The WNBA coaching scene is changing, and the Indiana Fever are right in the mix. Recently, on October 27, 2024, they made a surprising move by parting ways with head coach Christy Sides after only 2 seasons. Sides' time with the Fever was promising, bringing renewed energy and unity to a young team. The players enjoyed the game, fans were hopeful, and team chemistry seemed stronger than ever. Even Fever president Kelly Kroskoff praised Sides for managing the team's energy throughout a tough season. So why end her tenure now? This decision has sparked debates across the WNBA community. Fans and analysts have taken to social media, with some shocked by the news and others supporting the move. supporters argue sides deserved more time to build on the foundation she'd established, while critics point to her struggles with defense and in-game adjustments, crucial areas if Indiana is serious about winning soon. And as this unfolds, a new dynamic has entered the Fever's plans. Caitlin Clark, a generational talent with immense potential and sky-high expectations. Clark's arrival brings new pressures. She's not only a game-changer, but also puts the Fever under a microscope, with every move scrutinized by fans and analysts. Handling this level of talent is a double-edged sword. On one side, Clark can elevate the entire team, but on the other, she brings intense media attention, fan scrutiny, and the weight of franchise expectations. Finding a coach who can nurture Clark's development, manage egos, and bring out the best in every player is crucial. But there's more to this coaching change than meets the eye. It's part of a larger shift within the organization. Along with Side's departure, Kelly Kroskoff has returned as president of basketball operations, and Amber Cox has stepped in as the new general manager. Kroskoff didn't hold back when discussing the change, emphasizing that while decisions like these are tough, the Fever's commitment to winning demands bold actions. Maximizing talent and bringing a WNBA championship back to Indiana is the goal, she said. It's clear, the Fever aren't settling for just making the playoffs. They're chasing a title. This pivotal moment suggests the Fever believe a different voice is necessary to lead the team into the Caitlin Clark era. The new coach will need to handle the spotlight, develop young players, and create a system that takes full advantage of Clark's skills alongside rising stars like Aliyah Boston and veterans like Kelsey Mitchell and Lexi Hull. It's no easy task. The next coach will need to balance a win-now mindset with long-term growth. And as the search heats up, one name has emerged as a frontrunner, Stephanie White, whose connection to Indiana basketball runs deep and who brings a bold vision for the team's future. White's roots in Indiana are not just professional, they're personal. Born in West Lebanon, Indiana, White has a lifelong connection to the state's basketball culture. She's lived and breathed the game here, making her familiarity with Indiana basketball almost a part of her identity. White's journey with the Indiana Fever began in 2000 as a player and later as an assistant coach when the Fever won the WNBA championship in 2012 with Tamika Catchings. In 2015, White took the reins as head coach and led the team to the WNBA Finals in her very first season, proving her transition from player to coach was seamless. Her success as a coach continued as she moved into the NCAA before making her return to the WNBA with the Connecticut Sun, where she recently earned WNBA Coach of the Year in 2023 with a stellar 55-25 record over 2 seasons. Now that White's time with the Sun has ended, her potential return to the Fever feels almost fated. She's proven her ability to maximize talent, establish winning systems, and develop her players, a combination that makes her an exciting candidate for the Fever's vacancy. It's not just her Indiana roots or past success with the Fever that has people talking. It's her basketball philosophy. White emphasizes patience and player development, 2 critical elements for a team on the verge of greatness. Her offensive strategies, which found great success in Connecticut, could be a perfect fit for the Fever's current roster, particularly with a player as dynamic as Caitlin Clark.